The world is increasingly filled with chaos and uncertainty, which you will well know unless you've been asleep since March 2020. But humanity has always had secrets on how to robustly deal with extreme adversity and super stressful environments. Enter Stoicism, a philosophy which has stood the test of time, offering profound wisdom and practical principles for living an unstressed and fulfilling life. It can also gift you with incredible mental strength and character. You'd like a piece of that action, right? Well, here we go. Let's get you guys fitted up with some tungsten carbide resilience. In a nutshell, I've personally found Stoicism to be the ultimate guidance towards an optimum life. It also has serious historical form, tracing its roots back to ancient Greece, where great thinkers worked out a lot of important stuff. I'm going to bring you on a whirlwind tour of the history and the great figures of Stoicism, and in the back half of the video, I'm going to wrap up with what you can do to change your life for the better. Our journey begins in ancient Greece with the founder of Stoicism, Zeno of Citium, who was born in Cyprus around 334 BC. One of Zeno's most enduring insights is his notion of living in agreement with nature. This concept teaches us to embrace the natural order of the universe and align our actions with the principles of reason and virtue. Because he had hit the nail on the head with his ideas, Stoicism truly flourished in ancient Rome. In fact, it deservedly became one of the dominant philosophical schools of thought. Throughout history, Stoicism has been championed by remarkable individuals whose wisdom and insights continue to empower us to this day. We turn to Epictetus, a former slave who rose to prominence as one of the greatest Stoic philosophers. Born in Hierapolis around 55 BC, Epictetus espoused a philosophy focused on personal agency and resilience in the face of adversity. I like the sound of that. Resilience are us. One of his most famous teachings was his distinction between what is within our control and what is not. Epictetus famously said, "Some things are within our power while others are not. Within our power are opinion, motivation, desire, aversion, and, in a word, whatever is of our own doing. Not within our power are our body, our property, reputation, office, and, in a word, whatever is not of our own doing." Personally, I live by this insight every day of my life. The distinction should always be in the front of your mind, whatever may come. Is a given problem or issue truly within your control, or is it mostly influenced by external factors? That is the key question. Now, moving forward in history, we encounter Marcus Aurelius, the renowned Stoic philosopher, Emperor of Rome. Born in 121 BC, Marcus Aurelius is best known for his Meditations, a collection of personal reflections on Stoic philosophy and the very nature of life. Marcus Aurelius's Meditations offer us profound insights into the human condition and the pursuit of virtue. One of his most famous quotes is a killer. "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." And this was thousands of years ago, before the science of cognitive psychotherapy was invented. Aurelius had the whole space cracked way back in the day. I just gotta add this other quote from Aurelius. "A man is no bigger than the smallest thing that provokes him." Think about that one for a bit. Finally, we come to Seneca the Younger, a statesman, playwright and philosopher who lived in Rome during the 1st century BC. Seneca's writings on Stoicism emphasize the importance of self-awareness, virtue and living with intention. One of Seneca's most enduring insights is his reflection on the brevity of life, and I quote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." The key is that all of these Stoic thinkers sought to provide practical guidance on how to live a virtuous and fulfilling life, regardless of external circumstances. Fast forward to the present day, and Stoicism is more than ever a powerful mental strength tool. It's a crucial wisdom. It resonates with individuals seeking inner peace, resilience, and a sense of purpose in our increasingly chaotic world. So as we get into gifting you the powerful tools of Stoicism, let me tell you a story of myself. You see, I didn't find Stoicism and learn from it to improve my life. I wish I did earlier, but I didn't. I learned the power of Stoical thought the hard way, with decades of severe and often painful experience. I was always a person who simply had to take on challenges in my life and career, and the challenges I experienced almost brought me to my knees on many occasions. But I was lucky because I was blessed with analytical and root-causing ability. So over the decades, I fixated on and worked out what actually caused a lack of mental strength in arduous situations. In short, I slowly and painfully came to the insights of Stoicism through adversity, eventually decoding the enigma of why I could not be like steel against all the challenges. Only in recent years did I discover the teachings of Stoicism and realize that they had indeed cracked it. I could have saved myself a whole lot of grind. Stoicism has completely transformed my outlook on life, even before I knew it existed. It's helped me to cultivate a sense of tranquility amidst the chaos and adversity. It gifts you with a quiet power, kinda like Solzhenitsyn talked about in his Gulag Archipelago. By practicing Stoic principles such as focusing on what's within my control and embracing the present moment, I've been able to live a vastly more intentional and fulfilling life. So what are the key benefits of truly embracing Stoicism in our lives, of internalizing the magic of it? Well, let's go through 4 of them. Resilience in the face of adversity. Stoicism teaches us to accept the things we cannot change and focus our energy on what we can control. This sounds simple, but it is profound and life-changing when you practice the art. Always analyze any concerning scenario. Is this in my direct control to resolve? If it is, stand up and be counted and get to taking action. If not, immediately focus on something much more useful in the moment and from that moment onwards. Inner peace and tranquility. By cultivating a mindset of detachment from external outcomes and embracing the present moment, Stoicism delivers inner peace amidst the chaos and challenges of everyday life. Scan your subconscious thoughts, actively drag them out into the light and analyze them. Have you been subconsciously affected by thoughts of bad things going on around you, which you cannot reasonably resolve yourself in any case? If so, then consciously resolve to banish those thoughts. Keep practicing this as long as needs be. Virtuous living, and this one is huge. Stoicism emphasizes the cultivation of virtues such as wisdom, courage, temperance, and justice, guiding us towards a life of moral integrity and excellence. This creates powerful self-esteem and strength of character. It actually makes us strong, even if you don't want to become totally like righteous. The last one is freedom from negative emotions. By practicing Stoic techniques such as negative visualization and voluntary discomfort, we learn to free ourselves from the grip of negative emotions such as fear, anger, and anxiety. I'm going to break these 2 key techniques out for you now before we close. Negative visualization involves consciously imagining worst-case scenarios or considering the loss of things we hold dear. But instead of dwelling on these fears or anxieties, Stoics use negative visualization, A, as a tool to mentally prepare themselves for potential hardships, and B, to foster gratitude for what they have in the present moment. By envisioning the absence of something valuable, a loved one, a possession, or even one's own life, individuals gain perspective on the transient nature of life. They develop a greater appreciation for the blessings they currently possess. Marcus Aurelius' own words, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love." This tool of negative visualization takes practice, sure, but when you achieve mastery of it, you will become the master of your destiny. Voluntary discomfort is the other tool. It involves deliberately exposing oneself to physical or emotional discomfort in order to build resilience and self-discipline. Modern people especially are shockingly unable to even consider this. Stoics, however, know that by willingly subjecting themselves to discomforting experiences, individuals can strengthen their resolve and cultivate a sense of mastery over their desires and impulses. This practice might involve fasting, strenuous tasks, or voluntarily exposing oneself to challenging situations that truly test one's patience and endurance. By embracing discomfort in this way, individuals learn to detach themselves from the pursuit of immediate pleasure, and they develop a much greater capacity to withstand adversity. Moreover, voluntary discomfort serves as a reminder that true fulfillment comes not from material comforts or external circumstances, but from the cultivation of inner virtues and resilience. A quick personal example, only one of many. Decades ago, in corporate off-site events, I had a fear of being chosen to scribe the discussions of the random, unfamiliar breakout group that I'd been put in. Scribing involved having to present to the entire room on the key outcomes from the group discussion, which could often be a bit chaotic. I analysed my fear in this scenario and realised the best defence might be a good offence. In other words, take back one's agency. So I began to actively volunteer for these roles. This empowered me. I was choosing to take it on. It changed everything. I internally viewed it as a kind of war of sorts between me and the world, and in this way I devoured it. Same thing for public speaking and much else. I would always actively jump into the breach. A final quote from Marcus Aurelius. "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." This short video was only an introduction to the power of Stoicism. We strongly recommend pursuing it further, and we will be doing further episodes for sure on conquering anxiety and achieving true mental strength. Always remember, in the words of Seneca, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. We're working hard to grow this channel and would massively appreciate if you can like, subscribe, comment below, and all importantly, share our channel with others who can benefit. But if you'd rather not do this, don't worry. We'll be very stoical about it.